Floss Tube. Happy April Fool's Day. It's Thursday the 1st of April, just after 9 AM in the morning. I should have filmed yesterday, but I forgot. And by the time I remembered, I was too tired to start, so I'm sorry. And in fact, I am exhausted today, and I've just been sat here in silence, just trying to summon up the energy, and I just thought, if I don't start, I'm just not going to. It's been a struggle with my fatigue this past couple of weeks. And I'm sorry if I'm slurring my words, but this is what happens when I'm tired. I promise that the only thing in my cup is tea. And you can't quite see, but I promise it is. And I think this is today. This is true. I just want to I'm reading this backwards. I just want to drink, well, it should be tea, cross stitch and take naps, with the emphasis today on the naps. But yeah, I just thought, if I just don't get this started, I'm not going to. So let's start again. Good morning, Floss Tube. I'm sorry I didn't film yesterday, but I just forgot. So I'm Kerry, Kitty Stitcher. I've been on Floss Tube for a while now. In fact, this month it's my 7-year Floss Tube anniversary. 7 years, wow, gosh, yeah. But and I'm still here. I did have like a couple of years where I wasn't filming on this channel. I was filming on another channel every day, talking about my stitching and life in general, but it's still classed as Floss Tube. So I've been around for 7 years. So I think the 26th of April, I think, is my Floss Tube anniversary. So yeah, and I went on the times when I have had a look back at that first Floss Tube, it's yeah, I'm a different person now, stitching wise. But anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Hasn't been as much stitching as I would have liked this month. The first thing that happened was, well, my fatigue. It just killed everything. I just kept falling asleep all the time. When I say sleep, like, people say to me, oh, it must be nice to get so much sleep. It's not, as anybody with chronic fatigue will tell you, because you can't, anything that you have planned just goes out the window. And I can't, I don't just think, oh, I think I'll put my head down for a nap. I just literally fall asleep. It's really difficult to describe, but when it comes over me, I get like these waves, as I breathe out, these waves of like dizziness. Is the best way I can describe it. And I know when that happens that there is nothing I can do. All the fight in the world, it doesn't work, and I just go, and I literally fall asleep with my needle in my hand, because my friends say, because there's a cut through to the field just next to me, and lots of dog walkers go past, and like my friends use it when they're walking their dog, and they say quite often they walk past and they can see my light on, and you know, my stitching light on the top of my head. That's all they can see, because they know I've fallen asleep. So there's not been as much stitching done because of that. And then the second reason why was because I had a really nasty frog come to visit me, and I had to frog everything. It was on my temperature garden. I had to frog everything that I'd stitched for the month. And then I restitched it, and it was still wrong, and I restitched it, and it was still wrong, and that frog chased away my stitchy bug, and it's only just now beginning to come back. And then that's been hampered again because a new game came out that I've become obsessed with. It came out on Friday, called The Story of Seasons: Pioneers of Olive Town. Came out on Friday, and I am absolutely hooked. Anyway, that's by the by. So let's get on to the stitching, shall we? So the first one is the temperature garden, which I still love, even though the frog visited me. I was hoping to have stitched yesterday's temperature so I could have shown you a full month, but the temperature hasn't been released yet, and I just thought, if I don't start filming now, I never will. So yeah, let me move my needle minder a bit. So this is where we are. And where I went wrong was in these stems that I'd stitched here. They were like one stitch too far that way. So, but yeah, as you can see at the beginning of the month, well, really for the first half of the month it was really cold, and it got slightly milder, and then we've had some lovely weather this past couple of days, although it's changed again today. And in fact, we've gone from 2 days ago we had the hottest March in over 50 years, and by Monday we're going to be below average. So yeah, so it's like that was the day before yesterday when we got into a yellow, even though we had a really cold night. But yeah, and I'm still loving doing this, even though the frog came. But yeah, that's Temperature Garden. I feel like I'm missing something this month, but the next one, which I am behind on thanks to the no stitching, is my Caterpillar cross stitch Sal, which is made to create. I don't have a picture of where I was. I always forget to tell you. The last one was stitched on 28 count, Brittany, Jodrey Designs in Cairns Birdwing Butterfly, I remembered. This one is stitched on 32 count Lilac Ice by Chromatic Alchemy. So, last month I'd done the E and the A, and the R has come out this month, but then the frog visited me on this. I was stitching this outside yesterday, and all I'd managed to stitch was the start of the hoop, the start of the quilt squares, and the start of, I think that's a pen, a colour pen or something there. But then I realised that this was one stitch too far that way, so I've had to frog all of that yellow, and I was just restitching it. But then I gave up. I'm struggling. I think I mentioned last month about the problems I have with my eyesight because of my EDS. It doesn't control my lens in my eye properly, and I'm meant to have annual eye checks, but every time I go I need a new pair of glasses, and because I have varifocals and I have the tinted lens and I have the anti-glare so that, like, you can't see, you can't see the reflection, and they're really expensive and I just can't afford it every year, especially at the moment, because I need a new window. But anyway, I'm really struggling with 32 count and 25 count. 28 count I'm okay with, but I'm just really struggling, and I think because I ended up with a headache yesterday, and I think it's because I was struggling to see this. But I shall persevere. When I've finished this, I'm going to make it into a pillow, and I'm going to give it as a Christmas gift to my sister-in-law, because she's like multi-craft jewels, so, and because she makes handmade gifts, I know that she'll appreciate it. Oh, this actually brings me on to one. I've not had many, I've not got a haul as much this month because I'm trying to be careful, but I did get two new grime guards. This is an 8x8 for this frame because it matches my bag set. I got these from Charlotte, whose Facebook shop, I think it's called Lottie's Lovelies, but the link will be in the drop down box below, because I'm not on Facebook, but she's a Facebook store. She does mainly sewing, but as in, like, she sews children's clothes and toys and things like that, but she does make grime guards and bag sets and everything. So if you can't see what you want, just message her, and she's really quick, because in fact my stitching friend Hannah, hi Hannah, I know she watches, she ordered some grime guards from her, and it's like with these, I only asked her for them on Saturday, and they came, what day were today? Is it Thursday? Yeah, they came on Tuesday, so super quick. And what I like about hers is that they're quite thick, so especially like when you've got a project that's got loads of fabric, it holds the fabric really well. But yeah, if you can't see what you want, just message her, and she's really, really good. She'll get back to you quickly, and she'll do everything she can to help you. So, and also the giveaway winner from last one, well, I had 2 giveaway winners. One won the gift voucher, and she was really lucky because she's in America, and the exchange rate in America is really good for the pound, so she did quite well on that. And then Karen, who won a bag set, and she's got her bag set and she's over the moon with it. So yes, I think both me and Karen, hi Karen, can highly recommend Charlotte's bags. Plug over. Okay, next one is a new start. I'm terrible for my new starts this year. What's happened to me? Like I say, if you go back to that very first video, I only stitch one thing at a time and I stitch everything in the order that I bought them. Not anymore. Floss tube broke me. Oh, I'm not taking this one out of the queue. This was another purchase. That wasn't from Charlotte actually. That was from somewhere else. Excuse me. I thought I was prepared, but I'm obviously not. It didn't want to come out. Yeah. I think last month I showed you that I'd bought the Caterpillar cross stitch, the Hello Dear, Hello Pumpkin and Hello Petal. Hello Petal is a new one. Hello Petal she's not done as a stitch along this time, it's just the actual pattern. And I ended up starting Hello Petal. I couldn't resist it. So when I can get it out of the Q-snap, I will show you, because I did get slightly obsessed with it. And this is what I was mainly, Q-snap's fallen to pieces. This is what I was mainly stitching on until the frog hit on my temperature garden and killed my Stitchy bug. But this is Hello Petal. And this is this Poppy or Jess? I can't tell at the moment. This is Jess. We usually have Poppy, who's the other black cat. But it's Jess today. They're saying hello. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. So this is where I got to. And as you can see, I was slightly obsessed. So I finished everything on the bottom. The cute sheep and the little bird with its Easter eggs in its nest. And then I've got a slightly freaky looking mouse at the moment because I've not finished the mouse yet. But I started with that daffodil, isn't it lovely? But yeah, and this is being stitched on 28 count. I wrote them all down. I wrote them all down. That's it. Mary's Garden by Jodery Designs. So that's that, because I've picked fabric out for all three of them so far. And I don't know whether you know, I think these are more like UK terms, because obviously Sally Caterpillar Cross Stitch is a UK company. But Hello Petal, Hello Pumpkin and Hello Dear are all sort of like endearing terms that we used to say hello to people. Like my granddad always called me Petal. You know, how's my little Petal and things like that. So yeah, and the next one, which is Hello Sunshine, is also another one. So it's all ways that it's more you say it to children really, you know, like, hello little Petal or hello Pumpkin, you know. So I don't know whether anybody realised that, but if you didn't, well, you do now. And I didn't realise it actually until Hello Petal came out. And then of course I realised that that's what my granddad used to call me, was Petal. So, not sure whether Petal's more of a northern term really, but I don't know. I don't think Sally's northern, so maybe not. Maybe not. I'll put that Q-snap together afterwards, because yeah, that's a thing. And the last one, which again I failed miserably on my goals for it, is my my Heaven and Earth design. Ashley Gardens Brain Fog is also a real thing. Ashley Gardens, the artwork is by Dennis Lewin. Like I said, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is being stitched on 25 count Murano, one full crossover one, I remembered. And I failed with my goal on this one. My goal is to stitch a page a month. I was doing really well, cracking on really well, and then I decided to start Hello Petal and everything went out the window. So, I know I said I wasn't going to pick this up, but I hadn't taken a photo of it, so I'll have to do. And it's even harder today because I'm so tired. But last month I'd finished the second row, so I had planned on finishing that page. this month, but as you can see I got to the end of the page, and that's so I've stitched like half the page, and I've just started hitting, there's like a tall bush at the side of the house, and I've just hit that, and then the house will start the next one, but I've had to roll it up so can't see all the way to the top, and I'm afraid I wasn't going to, oh yeah, hello Jess, I wasn't going to unroll it, so yeah, so this month I will try and finish off that page. Ideally I'd like to do the next page as well, but I just don't think it's going to happen because I have another new start planned. And this is the fault of, again, my friend Hannah. I'm blaming her completely, and she knows I'm blaming her, because she decided to start Death by Cross Stitch, which I've had kitted up for a while, and I've wanted to start for a while, and Hannah started it, and I'm like, oh, I could stitch it with you, and Hannah was like, we could have our own little Sal, and I'm like, damn. So it looks like I'm going to be starting Death by Cross Stitch. Haven't started it just yet because I had to buy a new Q-snap. I did think about doing it on my Millennium frames, but my idea, like over the summer, I'm planning on like not being in the living room much at all. I want to spend my time you know, out in the garden stitching out there, and I can't, well I have got a second Lowry frame which I could take outside, but it's too cumbersome, you know, for the garden, so it'd be much easier to have it on a Q-snap. So I had to order a new 11 by 11 Q-snap, and Charlotte had a little bit of that cat bag material left over, so she made me a Q-snap cover for the 11 by 11 Q-snap, so that's stash this month done. That was quick, wasn't it? So yeah, so I think I'm going to be starting Death by Cross Stitch. We'll see. Poor Hannah had an accident with hers, and she's having to restart it, and it was looking so beautiful, but she spilt a bit of coffee on it, and then decided to like just wash the bottom bit where the coffee was, and then her cat knocked the bowl of water over, and she'd started stitching it in Karen water lilies, although she changed her mind, and of course it ruined it all. So yeah, she's having to restart it, which is a shame, but we can start it together now, Hannah, when your silk comes, because I've got a Silk for You silk to stitch it in. Hannah thought that was a good idea, so she's ordered one as well. So, oh, the only other whip I've done, because I didn't work at all on Fairy Tale Village, because hello Petal, and I have stitched a bit on the Snowflake, the little Mill Hill Snowflake kit, which is the one I keep at Mum's, but it's not worth showing you because it's like literally a few stitches, because I just end up talking all the time. The only other thing I've done, which isn't stitching, it's crochet. I haven't picked up this blanket ever since I moved here 6 months ago, but I was showing it to Mum the other day because of the colour scheme that I'm thinking of for this room, because it's going to be like grey and white, but I want like turquoise cushions and maybe even turquoise curtains. I'm not decided on that yet. So I decided to crochet on this a little bit. So this is my own little thing. You know, there's no pattern, it's just, well, I'm doing it in a half treble, which is the UK term, half treble. I know it's different if you use the continental term, but I can't really tell, but I'm just stitching it, instead of like where you go through like your V on the top of your stitch, I'm just going through like the back leg of it, so it kind of pushes it out, so you've got like this slight like ribbed look on it. That's not a wonky stitch, that's the wool. It was free, this wool, so I can't blame it, but I can't get it all in. And this is just going to be for when I eventually get a settee in my living room, because all I've got in the living room is a chair at the moment, because until I can decorate and get a floor down, there's no point in having a settee. But this is just going to go on the settee for the cats, so that hopefully, you know, the cats won't go on the settee, they'll go on this instead. I don't think that's going to work, because cats are cats and they go where they want, but, you know, I can try. But yeah, I fancy like that, like turquoisey colour. It looks a bit darker in there than it actually is, but yeah. So that's the only other thing I've done this month. I've still not started Emmy's jumper. I'm meant to be crocheting, not a jumper, a cardigan. I'm meant to be crocheting her a cardigan for her birthday. Her birthday is next month, at the beginning of next month, and I've not even started yet. I need to get on that. The only other thing I've got to show you is a bit of Stitchy kindness from my friend Mandy. She said it was okay to mention her name. She's on Instagram as Mandy Floss and Fabric. Is that right, Mandy? I think so. I'm sorry. I think so. And I don't know about Facebook because, like I said, I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know, but she's definitely on Instagram. She used to do floss tube, but she's not done any in a long time, and I used to love watching her. So, like, Mandy, if you fancy making another floss tube, you know, that'd be nice. But we shall see. She doesn't live so far away from me now because she moved, and hopefully, you know, hopefully we can meet up one day. It'd be nice. We're still in lockdown here in the UK. Well, we're slowly beginning to come out of it. But in my part of the UK, we've pretty much been in lockdown for a year now. We did have a few weeks over the summer where it was relaxed a bit. But we're slowly beginning to come out of lockdown. I've had my first jab now. I wasn't good after it, but just only for like 24, 48 hours. But I've had my first one. I've got my second one next month. And I can finally, in 2 weeks' time, fingers crossed, I've got my hairdresser booked to come and see me because hairdressers haven't been allowed to work, and they still aren't until the 12th of April. So she's booked to come here on the 13th. And there are going to be changes, let's just say. Because this hair has only had 3 cuts in a year, I think. Like I've got lockdown fringe going on at the moment as well. My carer had a chop at it a few weeks ago, and it's a bit wonky. But anyway, Stitch kindness. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm rambling. Yeah, Mandy sent me some Stitch kindness, which was lovely of her, and she sent me this lovely Easter card. Happy Easter. And that was really nice. Yeah, you come to have a look, Pat. Baby Jess. She sent me a World of Cross Stitching magazine because she'd accidentally bought 2, so she asked if I wanted the other one, so I said yes please. And like I'll pass this on to Mum after I've read it, and it came with a free kit, which is these cute little moths there. It's come with like the felt to make them with as well. And I'm laughing because she did say, we were having a discussion about these yesterday, and I'm sorry Mandy, you were right, they did not last and they were delicious. But this is an empty packet of candy kittens, and they were really nice. They were like, it's just like Haribo's, really, you know, like jelly type chewy sweets with like sugar on, and like slightly sour as well, and they were strawberry, wild strawberry, and they were delicious. I felt a bit wrong eating a cat, but yeah, I ate them last night. So yeah, when I spoke to Mandy yesterday afternoon, she said she was surprised because she said they're so good that I hadn't eaten them already. And I did say I would try and last until this video, but I didn't make any promises, and it's a good job I didn't. But yeah, so thank you so much, Mandy. I also want to say a massive thank you to those who bought me a coffee, or as mine is, bought me some tea bags. I do have a buy me a coffee link below, which I always feel a bit bad mentioning, but a few people last month did buy me a coffee or buy me some tea bags, and it was very, very, very gratefully received. Especially 2 people who bought me more than one, and you know who you are. I'm not going to mention any names, but I just want to say a massive thank you. It really does mean a lot, and hopefully it'll help me to improve things for you guys as well when you're watching. So like I want a ring light, because I even got, usually I shine my lights, my stitching light on me, but I forgot today. but I'd like a ring light, and I don't feel the quality in this camera is all that good. I would like a nicer camera eventually, but that's probably way off. But yeah, just to make it a bit more, you know, after 7 years on here, you know, I'd like it to look a bit more professional and everything. But thank you so much. It really means the world to me, and it warmed my little heart. It really did. Anything else? I can't think. I think that's it for this month. Massive thing that I've forgotten. Oh, Mum has had a finish. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't film yesterday, actually, because she just finished it yesterday afternoon. She did send me a picture, but she's coming over in about an hour, and she's going to bring it with her. So I will cut the video, and I will insert future Mum showing me her finished cross stitch here. Right, Mum's just got here.
Hi. Hi.
And she's brought her finished cross stitch with her. So, do you want to tell us about it, Mum? What is it?
It's, I can't remember what it's called. Bridge of Tranquility. That's it. That's what it's called. By Artsy.
Isn't
yeah.
it? And you stitched it on 18 count.
18 count, and it's taken me just short of 5 months.
Yeah, which is really slow.
Well, I think it's slow for me.
Yeah. Well, let's just zoom in a bit on that. You can see how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous colours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar to another one that I've got.
Yeah. Well, it's like the partner piece, really.
It is, yes.
Is it Gardens of the Villa Meltzer by the same? Is it Charles
Worthington? Is it?
Charles
Worthington. That's the hair pep.
Oh, yeah.
He does hair, doesn't he, Charles Worthington?
I think it's Charles
White. Was it Charles White?
Charles White, yeah.
Charles Worthington.
Charles somebody. Yeah, and can't zoom back out now. Zoom in. There we go. Yeah, so so what's next, Mum?
Well, I'm got lots of other things on the go, because I've got a garden that has been absolutely taken back to the bare bones. I've got to start on that this summer, but I still plan on perhaps my cross stitch in the evenings. But I'm doing it's one of the Mirabilia ones, and I think it's called, is it the Petal Fairy?
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
So that's your next one, isn't it?
That's my next one, yeah.
And I bought it, you didn't think
you
it
did,
it
yeah,
up for, was it a Christmas or
oh gosh, it's ages
a birthday or a Mother's Day? What one?
I don't know.
One of them.
Yeah, because I've got the pair with that one with
Bliss Fairy.
Bliss Fairy, that was it. So I intend to do those, because I think I'll be able to get those framed myself.
And it's just a bit of a change from
and
your
it's
full
changed
coverage,
from
isn't
the
it?
ones that I'm doing at the moment. Yes, But I've got a bit of work in between, because I've decided I've got so many that need putting onto bobbins. I've got about 5 kits that need to go onto bobbins, which I've decided I'm going to bite the bullet and do before I actually start anything. I've done one. I did one last night, so I've got 4 to go.
That'll keep you busy, and then we're going to go through it, and we're going to kit up Soaring Free.
That's the one,
Because between what Mum's got and what I've got, you'll probably have most of them, and then I'm going to buy you the rest in the fabric as like a present.
And then I'm not kitting up any more until I get through the lot that I've got.
That's what she says now.
And then when I'm 101, I can start again.
I'll be 501 by the time I do. Right, so we'll look forward to seeing your Mirabilia finished soon.
Certainly won't be soon this one. No, won't be soon this one at all. Next one, no.
Bye then.
Bye.
So I'm assuming it was amazing. I've seen the picture of it, and it is amazing. My dad was here at the time. I've not seen my dad hardly this year, because he had COVID. He tested positive, and but he was fine. He sailed through it. He's got real bad chest problems and everything, and I was thinking, I was sort of, Dad gets it. I was thinking the worst, but he absolutely sailed through it. In fact, my stepmum was worse than he was. But anyway, he's okay now, and he came to see me yesterday because now we are allowed to mix with one other household outdoors. So we sat outside, and it was lovely to see him. He used to come and see me twice a week. So far this year, I've only seen him 3 times. So, and I miss my dad. So, but yeah, even dad, I showed the picture to Dad, and he thought it was beautiful as well. So. So I will have told you all the details, I'm quite sure, but yeah. So that is it now. So I just want to say once again a massive thank you to those who bought me some tea bags. A massive thank you to everybody who watches and who likes my video and perhaps presses the subscribe button as well, so that you'll, if I post a new video, it'll pop up in your feed. You can even press the bell button, and that will inform you when I've posted a video. I usually post on the last day of every month, but like I say, I forgot yesterday. But yeah, so that is it. So I'm going to sit now and, well, first of all, I'm going to put this stuff away, which fortunately isn't too much this month. And then I'm going to sit down and edit this video, or edit as much as I can until Mum comes, and get it posted later on, and I will try and get some stitching done as well. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for buying me a few tea bags, because I love my tea. Quick sip. It's going cold now, but never mind. And have a really good month. Happy stitching. Stay well. Stay safe. I'll see you all at the end of the month. Bye.